Yo, it's Clayton. Welcome into Sticky Sims. I got another speedcast video for you. I know. Who am I? Anyways, it's gonna be a short one, but this is going to be my go at basically making over Vlad. So if you're not familiar, Count Vladislaus Straud, I hope I said that right. He's basically Vampire Daddy. He likes to show up at your house and weird things. If you do the vampire aspiration, you'll get to know him and how difficult he is to try to, get your aspiration goals done. But anywho, thinking back to when I first tried playing through the little vampire aspiration thing, I just remember thinking how sassy he was. Like, I was like, I'm trying my best, man, like to be friendly with you and such. And then suddenly I decided to be ugly with him, and then he liked me for it. And I'm like, this sassy mofo. So with that in mind, I went into this challenge. This is actually my entry for the Planet Premades challenge. It's hosted by Shelly E1. I'll put a link in the description. This is hosted on the Planet Sims Discord server. Basically every month a household from a different world is picked by a wheel, and we do makeovers or room builds or house renovations, whatever you want to do, just surrounding this particular family. You should go check it out. I really like how Shelly made it, open to all Sims creators. So yeah, okay, so back to the video. So the everyday look, I really kind of like this black top with like the, I think it was like embroidered with different things on it. Then I switch over to his formal look, and honestly, I almost didn't want to change it. I felt like his formal look was sassy enough, so it comes in like a black and white kind of tuxedo originally, so I just kind of changed up the colors. Yes, the jump scare of shirtless Vlad. So like with vampires in the game, they are basically allergic to the sun. They'll like burn up in the sun, so I was like literally laughing as I was going through this makeover of him, and I'm like, no, he's gonna be shirtless so we can see his scrawny little man body. I also felt like it was really fun just kind of like dressing him down as far as his age. I don't know, he's not an awkward dad, he's a cool dad, he's the cool vampire daddy. One of the things that I did notice was they kind of put him in this like full body getup on every single one, but they just changed the shoes. So I was like giggling because he was wearing this full on like cloak with bunny slippers. Let's see, I went with a like beard strap for him. I just really kind of like, I feel like it does take years off of him. And then I also like that kind of like messy hair look. I think we got it with the businesses and hobbies pack. Ah yes, here we are. So the party look. Now, one of the things that I really wanted to do this time was I basically turned off the masculine filter, and I wanted to put him in drag for his party look. I figured it would also be a fun little surprise whenever Shelly decides to go through all of the entries for the Planet Premades. She's fab, but when she's at a party, I don't trust myself to do like tattoos or anything just yet. So I also didn't want to like try doing, I don't know, like drag makeup on like, I don't know, with my mouse. So I just kind of used some of the preset ones that were in there. I was desperately looking for a hair that would also include, just like fun, bright colors, which that was kind of a struggle. I also don't understand why we can't have different hair colors for different looks, but I guess it kind of makes sense. But like, I mean, a part of me was just like, well, his party look, he wears a wig. So I wish I could make it, green or something. So we were kind of stuck with all of the options as far as the gray hair color. I ultimately did find something. It just took me a minute. This cute like fishtail braid look. It just showed off a lot of his forehead, but it is what it is. And of course, because we're putting him, in drag, we gotta hella, accessorize. Also, because I kind of wanted like a jump scare for Shelly, I also kind of just went all out for this little look. Try to think of all of the little details from, the toenails to the fingernails, to the eyeliner, to the, the scarf to cover the Adam's apple. Vlad in full geesh, you see? Now, I can't remember, did I actually leave the bow? I do really love the bow. Yes, I left the bow. Oh, I'm so glad I left the bow. I was also, while I was playing around with it, so I'm ultimately not going to upload to the gallery with any CC. I did play around with a couple items that I did have, just because I wanted to see him, like what he would look like in Juno Birch's heels. But yeah, while I'm thinking about it, I do use a skin default and then an eye default. So if you do decide to download this Vlad I've made over, the skin and the eyes will probably look a little different because I usually just turn off all my mods and then upload to the gallery. Like basically download my own library to a new game kind of. Anyways, why am I talking about that? All right, so we got to the swimwear look and I was fighting the urge to leave him shirtless again because I had already technically done that for the athletic look. So I compromised with myself and we just did a really low cut tank. So yeah, we did a cute little yellow shirt. Then we get over to the hot weather look. And one of the things that I was thinking when I was thinking of hot weather looks is, you know, most of the time people try to wear like light colors, try to make themselves look more tan, right? Or maybe that's just where I grew up. That's how people would typically dress. So I wanted to put him in just like a white t-shirt or something. And then I saw these like Daisy Dukes looking shorts and I was sold. Such sass. I just love the tucked in like white tee with the sleeves bunched up. It's such a great just little item. And even with the white shirt, I still think he's whiter than the shirt, to be honest with you. All right, so then we're wrapping up with the cold weather look. I really just will find any reason to use this sweater. This sweater is like one of my favorite Create a Sim items. And then I basically started there and kind of just, I basically dressed his whole cold weather look based off of this sweater. So anywho, God, going back and watching, I did a lot of covering up of those eyebrows, and I feel like I took a long time working on his eyebrows, but anywho. All right, so if you've watched this far, I want to have like a little thing today where I want to ask you to leave a comment, but I want you to like roast him, like roast this look that I did. I just think it'd be a fun time. Of course, stay appropriate, please. We don't want to get kicked off of YouTube. Anywho, thanks so much for watching. Hope you have a beautiful week. Love you. Bye.
You